Just the two of us. What's up, y'all? It's Jam and Sam, and today we're going to continue to restore Secret of Mana, and we're finishing off Distant Thunder, which I didn't get to finish last stream, so here we are again. Here's what, let's see, what do we have next? We got our flute and harmonica done, and let me see, did we... That bass is entirely too loud. Let's turn it down just a bit. So now we just need, is the harmonica panned? That's what we need to know. So, Distant Thunder. Got all our bass. And the harmonica's over here. Okay, so it's panned a little bit to the right in that section. Let's see. Got it 30% to the right. So we can paste that here in the recording. And then let's see, once we get to the end, what is it panned? I think this is it right here. Yeah, this is our harmonica. And so in that section, it's panned 58% to the left. So let's go to our harmonica, and then we're going to right-click the recording and... Oh wait, no, that's the envelope controller. We want to put it needs to be 30% to the right in the recording. So let's right-click and edit events on the recording, and then Control-I to insert what we've already played, what's already in the knob. So... Okay. And then now at bar 18, we want to change it to 50% left, or 58% to the left. So that's exactly right here. And so now, yes, that should be good. Let me make sure that that is the case. Yeah, that's the case. Okay, so now what do we now the question is, what do we have next? More flute here, and this should just be bass, right? I think that's it for that channel. We've covered all of that channel, so we have that other layer of the flute, which we already got. Oh, then we have that guitar. So we have two guitars. Let's see. Let me see if I can find that spot again. Yeah. So I'm gonna open this Roland Sound Canvas VA, and this is from the SC55. So we load up the SC55 map. Go to guitar, and distortion guitar is what we're looking for. And now we just want to turn off the reverb, like so. And let me see if these are panned differently. Actually, wait, no, hold on. Yeah, they are panned differently, so we're gonna need two different layers here, which is going to be stored as parts within the VST. So we go to part 2 and load up the distortion guitar VST, or the distortion guitar patch. And so now, don't. I think the handling of the SCVA's panning system is bad because it's based on letters like 1 to 64. See, if I go here, it's 63 is the max you can go, and then RND, whatever that means. So I really don't want to use this. So what I'm going to do is just clone this and use separate channels of the VST. So it happens right here. This is where we want it. Da-dun, da-dun, da-dun. But I think there might be an organ note in here. Yeah, it's like da-dun, da-dun, and then that's the organ right there. Da-dun, da-dun, da-dun. And so the rest of these is just the guitar. So we have 2 layers of guitar, so let's find first empty and call it guitar. And then paste it here for the first one. And then the first layer is which way? Let's see. First layer is panned. Let's see. So the first layer is panned 30% to the right. So let's copy that and paste it at the panning knob for the guitar. And the second layer is 30% to the left, so we can copy that as well and paste it to the second layer. So now we have let's grab our other layer. Being careful not to grab the organ notes. And then copy and paste. Oh, but we have to change the color because the color points to the channel. So let's select green, number 1, and Alt C to change it. All right. And so this should be an octave lower, actually. Wait, why didn't... But we also need to raise the volume multiplier for this VST because the plugin's volume is really low. So let's do that. And yes. But these are all, this is just a loop, so really we only need that 1 bar. So now we just paste it. I'm gonna make a new track, insert 1, and then during the chorus, we just paste that. Actually, I think it goes every other bar. So let me open that. What's up, Eduardo? I haven't been watching the chat. Never played this game, but this sounds great. Thank you. I don't know you, but that sounds familiar. Wasn't that Mario like a YouTube video in the 2000s? Like, or was it Stupid Mario? I don't know. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I think it was called Stupid Mario in the early 2000s. All right, so we have this. Let's get the second chorus is what we need. So second chorus is here. And then we just need, let me see how it... And let me make sure, because that flute, I don't know if that flute is supposed to be an organ or like as well, or if it's just the let me track the patch changes or the instrument sample changes. Let's see. Oh, I think it is, but like I copied those notes, but it's supposed to be organ notes actually. So I'm gonna have to slice those out of the recording. So let me just I don't want to cut off the other sample. So let me just do that and then like that. And then slice. Actually, let me just do all the slicing first. So make a cut here, make a cut here, and then that's at the end, so I don't need to do that. So then you just drag, drag, and drag. Okay, so now I can just copy this, and to avoid having to do all that again, I can just copy this. And, well, actually, I just paste this. Copy this. For the second chorus, so we just remove this. And then I need another one here. Nice. And so to avoid the vibrato going at it while there's no notes, let me also remove those notes out of the pattern for the envelope controller. Da 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 da. So now is as good of a time as any to do the organ chord. So we have, let's see, organ chords right here. I do believe. Yeah, this is where the flute was, so that's where, wait a minute. Hold on a second. This is where, I thought the flute would, no, this is actually, that was where actually flute notes. I just forgot that the flute was down here. I thought the flute was down here, but it's not. So that was actually flute what I cut it out. So we can undo all that. That was a mistake. Okay, so that is actually a flute layered in there with the organ, but the rest, let's see, this right here is definitely an organ. So, oh wait, yeah, this actually, there's some organ in the bass too. So these notes, and actually these notes down here too. So, but those are repeats. So all we really need is just those 2 bars. Right here and here, because it doesn't really change. Wait, is that bottom one a bass note? Let's find out. No, wait, actually. No, the lower notes are still basses, so we don't need that. Let me just copy this. So this note is a bass. This note is an organ. And we're just gonna find first empty and call this organ. Now the organ is from the Roland U220, but I don't like the sound of the melodic stuff on this VST, so I'm just gonna use the Roland Sound Canvas because that has that organ in there. And I think it should be. Let me first cancel out the panning, and that organ should be in like the SC88 map. Yeah, that's it. Yes. Okay, so let me paste these. No, wait, I think I pasted it twice. Yeah. So this note And then that's the first time you see that note. And then second time is with these with the guitar. Let's see. SNES era JRPGs, I definitely recommend it. Kind of simpler like Chrono Trigger and older. So don't let that temper expectations, but I played through 2 to 3 times at least. Sorry, typically typing awkward, recovering from surgery. Oh, wow. Well, thank you for being here. Yeah, I don't really play JRPGs because I just find them too kind. Let me copy this. I just find them too complicated, to be honest. When I play a game, I don't want to have to, you know, strategize that much. I just want to pick up the game and play. That's my ideal game is like one that needs no tutorial, one that needs no practice run. You just pick up and play. But actually, okay, so this is repetitious. These two are the repeats. So second iteration has no top note, and then it has that bottom note down there. But we also need them to be in channel 1, so. Okay, so now I need the second layer of the guitar. Well, it's in the guitar's playing, but it changes to a organ. And I only need this one. Copy. Hard to reach. I have my laptop over there. So copy that and paste here. And then Alt-C to change the color. Cool. So that ought to be right. Let me see if there's any other organ notes. Let me try to play these. Oh, I forgot the bass note, the one in the bass channel. Wait a minute, is that those second part, is that an organ note? Oh, the bottom notes are actually guitar notes. So let me go and transfer those those two bottom notes, those two Ds over to. Let me cut those and send them to the guitar. But that means that actually, I think these should be yeah, these should actually both of these should be guitar, because that's from the other guitar layer. So actually, there is 2 bars expressed here. One bar has has those notes, and one bar doesn't. So actually, I need to take this this bottom note because that goes in the other channel. And then, oh wait, I have to do that or I'm gonna ruin the clipboard. So let's see right here. And now if I go to the, if I go copy this, all I have to do is paste it into the other. Wait, did I ruin any? Because I think it might be like he might, a lot of times he staggers the notes. So I just have to paste it here, but it's pasting it off for some reason. I hate when FL Studio does that. It pastes it at a weird kind of snap, like off snap for no reason. Okay, so that's good. Now just do the same thing with this one. Paste. But it's not supposed to be up here, it's supposed to be down here, and that's because I had to change, remember I had to change the octave in the guitar notes, but I didn't do that here, so it actually goes down here. That's good. Wait a minute. Oh, it's because it has to be, separate 2 bars. So let me remove all this, and then I do, just paste this after, and then cut this to the second part. And then that's how you have it. Paste it twice. Wait a minute. Now the articulation of this is wrong. Oh, it's because it goes after. That's why. It goes in the bar after, so that would actually go right here. Oh, da 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 dum. Okay, so this. Actually, we don't even need. We need that. Actually, I don't even need this part. I just need the 2 notes, because this is like very repetitious. So I can just remove these because they're the same thing except for that bottom part. And since they don't play at the same time, I just do da dum da dum da dum. Let me set it to bar snap. Okay, so this, and then wait a minute. Oh, here and then here. Okay, so now we have our organ. Let's see. The first part, well, there's only one part of the organ. Let me insert one here, and then insert one here. So that's pretty much how it is. Let me copy this whole thing and paste it to the second chorus. Like so. Let me see, was that the right octave? Cool, so let's see. I think it might be an octave up, actually. No, it's actually not. It's just very quiet for some reason. Because I know I multiplied the volume. I have to multiply it even more, it seems. So maybe it is an octave higher. No, it's not. Okay, it was actually loud enough. It's just not bright enough for some reason. And I think I know why that is, because the sound canvas tends to have like an applied cutoff filter, so you have to turn up the cutoff. But that didn't really help that much. It helped a little bit. Let me see. Does it have the same thing on this? Oh, it might be. Maybe I didn't know they had one on the SC55. Maybe that one will work better. Maybe a little bit. I think it's the same patch, to be honest. But we can make that better in post, because it's very bright in the game. So let me just name these real quick. Guitar 1. Guitar 2. And was this again? Working. Okay, so that should be all for that. Now, I think there's a piano in there somewhere. Oh, we also have our marimba, but let me catch the piano first. So we need our contact channel and the piano, which is, let's see. S1000 piano. This is from the Akai S1000. So let me go and grab our, is any of the organ pans? No, they're all center, so we don't care about that. So that's good. Okay, so piano, and let me look for, see if I remember where the piano is. Oh, it's this one right here. Yeah, this track. Let me see. Yeah, there it is. And that is panned a little slightly to the left. And then you have the chorus come in. Okay, so copy that. And then make a new pattern, call this piano. And then we go to the piano, to contact, and we go to channel 2, and then we paste. Oh, but we need to actually Alt C, change it to channel 2. And so that's a bit loud, so let's turn it down. And it's also the wrong octave, so let's put the octave up and the volume down. Nice. Now, the only other thing we have left is to copy the panning in that moment. But actually, let me paste it in the timeline so I can quickly see where it is. I can just set the cursor playhead and look at the knob. So, okay, it's here in the second. It's the second verse. So that's there, and now we play. And then I grab copy the value of the panning to the actually. I need to change. Actually, I just need to change the panning manually, really. So the panning number is 30% left. So we just have to go 30L on the contact patch. Nice. I think we have some stuff going on that I didn't take care of in the C section or the B section. Let's see. What do we have going on? Oh wait, we have 2 layers of I think I didn't record that second layer of harmonica, actually. But that's all for the best because it has a certain the other one has a panning like we didn't have to it's a good thing I didn't record them together. So let me see which I think that's the pattern directly above it, right? Yes. So let's grab this. But just like the one before it, we only need 1 bar because it's a repetitious bar. So let's grab that and banger music. Thank you. So we grab that and no, we don't need first empty. We just put it in the harmonica line. And actually this is a dead note that I don't need, so I can remove that. But actually I do need to put it into into a MIDI out so that we can record off the TG77. So let me paste this here. Well, actually, I should probably put it in a new pattern. There we go. So I'll paste it here, and then let's see, because we have it going. Yeah, it's a G. So I want to now fire up the TG77. Here's the so on our up converter, and then let's see. I have to be able to see here. So yeah, push the button to turn it on. If I can find the button, here we go. And then you can watch the screen change. And now we already have the harmonica patch loaded up. So, and now we just have to press effects bypass so we don't get any reverb. And then the races. Okay, so now that we have that, I just need to press play. It's not working because we don't have our FL Studio disarms our track if we load a new project. So nice. Cool, and it's not too loud, it's not too quiet, so we're good. Now we load up Edison, press record. No, I want to... Oh, but I do... Well, it's not imperative that I be 48. So let me just put a dead note at the end so we get the tail. And then record. Nice. Now then we trim the side noise, and I'm going to save this as distant harmonica 2. And so now we want to drag this, let me collapse the browser. I'll really just go there. And then drag in distant harmonica 2. And spread it out 4 times. And let me put insert another track for the harmonica. For the second layer of the harmonica, anyway. And then let me paste that. Let's see, let me cut this. Let me delete that dead note first. Cut this and paste it into the harmonica line. Well, actually, no, I don't really need to paste it because it has the same rhythm. So it's going to create the same sense of vibrato. I just have to link it. I just have to go to the recording and then right click on the pitch, press link to controller, and then go to create envelope controller number 2, articulator 1. I think I put it in articulator 1, right? Let me see. No, it's in articulator 2. Wait, no, it's in both. Weird. Oh, but that's the one that was glitched. Articulator 2 is the one is the one that was glitched for some reason. So now I just go link it to the second articulator. Oh, but I forgot to turn the volume multiplier down on this one. So turn it down to 50% so it's not too loud. And now the panning for this recording has to be set. So let me go to the MIDI. And this is the channel I want right here. Let's play it. Add the harmonicas at the G section. Copy the value, and then paste, add the recording. Now it's a proper spread. So now let's see, what else, if anything, do we have to do to this? So this is, let's see. I know I have the marimba, I don't need this. Ah, we have an organ note. So we have a little organ note there, and then I think the rest is just... Wait a minute. Both of these are actually organs, so... Okay, so this line... Copy this, but actually I don't think we need this whole thing, do we? No, we just need this much. And so we can put it in the same pattern and just put it after. So let's do like that. And then now we need the other layer, but we're probably going to have some separate panning on this. So we're going to need to... Actually, let me check first. If it's all center, it doesn't matter. Now, because see, these are the two channels, so they should all be center. Yeah. They're both center, so... And I could swear that that was like a... Wow, it's so sharp for an organ. Like, there's such a big click in it. No, it's not even like a percussion organ. It's like a sticks almost. But anyway, we can work all that. Now I just need the other pattern. So this one right here. But only about at the halfway point. Good afternoon, Sam. What's your favorite synthesizer? I don't really own any synthesizers except for the TG77. Everything I own is digital. I don't really deal in hardware synths because they're too hard. They're too take up too much space, and they're too costly. Cost too much money. I don't really need the sound, like the analog sound, that much. I'm not really a stickler for analog. But I do very much like the sound of the Korg Triton. I have heard it once when I was working a wedding, and I very much like the sound of that. It sounded really pure, I guess. But I haven't heard many synthesizers to begin with. So this... We're gonna have to do some work on that for sure once we get into the mixing. Yeah, we're gonna have to brighten that up a lot. Shouldn't be a big deal. Yeah, that shouldn't be too big of a deal. And we have no... Oh wait, maybe I can raise the cutoff knob on this. Yeah. Love you, man. You're amazing. And I love you, random citizen. Love that movie too. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. So anyway, we have this organ line here, and now let's paste it. Actually, I want to make sure that where we put the organ, yeah, it's kind of letting that line play out. So we just go right click and select all similar, and then shorten it down to that. And so now we just want to paste that organ part in the in the B section, but we want to shorten it. It just repeats those 2 bars until the end when it has like an ending, has a unique ending. So and it doesn't sound much like the game for now, but because we really have to bring out those high frequencies, and they're really buried down there in the Sound Canvas VA. But let's see if we have any more to the puzzle. And we actually have a flute line that I forgot about. So let me go and make yet another recording of the flute. So let's go and grab, should be the second to last. No, the very last channel here. And looks like there's no repeats. So that's we can just copy this whole thing. Yeah. So we can put it in the flute line at the end, because it's gonna go straight from the second chorus into the flute. But we don't want to put it in the envelope controller. We actually want to put it in the MIDI out, because it's played from the TG77. We're gonna have to record it off the TG. Interesting stuff. Thank you. A blacksmith is always pleased to know that his work is appreciated. So we have this right here, and it's in the MIDI line, and what I need to do is switch to the flute. So it's a good thing that the flute patch is close to the, let me get it. Flute patch, thankfully, is close to the, Muthi, which is the accordion patch, so it's good that I don't have to move around as much, because this thing is, like, organized really confusingly as far as the patches go. So that's the flute patch. And now we just have to play the MIDI out and watch it go. So let's do that. And I think that's too low. That's a lower octave. Let me see. Yes, it is. Let's go an octave up on that. Might even be 2 octaves. No, it's not. It's low enough. That is right. Okay, so let's record that in Edison then, shall we? Let me check the volume first. The volume's fine. So let me go to new and record, then play. But I also want to make sure, well, if it wraps to the beginning, that's okay, because there's no notes in the beginning. Let me just play. Nice, so now stop recording and trim side noise. And then we can also normalize it since it's got some space in there. And then we save it as Distant Flute 3. Okay, so now we just refresh the browser first of all, and then add Distant Flute 3. And I think, yeah, we'd have But we have to turn down the volume multiplier because it's normalized, so it's going to be very loud. And then we just put it in the flutes track, and then I need to give it vibrato. I think because it does have vibrato still, right? No, this one actually doesn't have vibrato. Yeah, this one doesn't have vibrato, unlike the tracks before it, so I don't need to put it in an envelope controller at all. I do, however, want to know what kind of panning it has. This one's actually center, so we actually can just leave that. We don't really need to do anything to that recording at all. Nice. Okay, so that should be... Oh, wait, we need our marimba. So let's see. This whole track pretty much is our marimba, except for that B section. And what's more is that it repeats every 4 bars with really no variation that I can tell. So we can just copy these first 4 bars. And let me go to a new pattern and call it marimba. And this is going to be the Sound Canvas VA because it comes from the Roland U220, but it sounds better coming from the it sounds better coming from the Sound Canvas VC than it does from the Beat Machine VST that I have. So select marimba and then just go to part, edit, and turn the reverb all the way down. And let's see, what kind of panning do we have here? Because if it's center, I don't need to do anything. So we've got a spread pan on this thing. So the top layer is pan to the right, and the bottom layer is pan to the left. So what I want to do is then clone my line, but actually I also have to remember to set the volume multiplier to 150 because this VST has a really low volume level. So I have to paste my line first of all, and then I want to clone it so that we can get a different panning on the second layer. But also I have to Alt-C to change the channel because this has multiple channels within it, and if you choose the wrong channel, you'll get a different instrument. So then I just have to take the other layer, copy, paste it to the lower marimba level, and Alt-C to change the channel. Is that too high? That might be too high of an octave. Yes. So we want to go down an octave on both of these layers. Nice. And so now we just want to take our panning. So we already have it pretty much going in here. So the top layer is 83% to the right. So I can go copy value and then paste it on the top Sound Canvas VA channel. And then copy the 81% left on the second layer and paste it to the second rolling Sound Canvas VA channel. And let's name both of these marimba. Oh, what? Alrighty then. So now we just have to paste this line into the... Let me put this... I want to put this because this is kind of going to go under everything. So I want to paste this above my drums and under all the rest of the more melodic elements. And so, yes, that's how that works. So let's go to marimba and then just use the paintbrush tool to paint it everywhere, except for the B section because it doesn't play there. And that's our complete track. We have a full line, and let me loop it and see how it goes. And we also have to write an ending. So let me copy, and I can't do Control B here because if I duplicate it, there's some tail on the end of these recordings, and it's going to paste it after that. It has to be a clean loop. So we go to the very end, Control V to paste, and that way it goes through. So now I want to just write an ending. So let me see where the ending feels like it's going. So we have at the end. I can already tell the organ sounds like it wants to go somewhere, so it's like it's kind of doing a minor cadence. Da, 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 da. And maybe we just go back down to D and just let that note ring out. Cool. So now let's drag that note out. Nice. Let's give it a bar of rest for any reverb that we have later on. And for these, since we've already recorded it, I just kind of want to give them that last D note. Let me shorten the snap so that I can just get that last note. I'm gonna have to zoom in to go even further, actually. I can just cut this off because it's like it's sticking out a bit. And the same for the other one. I just do that and then cut it off with the slice tool. And then yeah, remove that. And then the same for the last flute. Cut that off. And now let's see how that sounds. Nice. Okay, so now I just want to end it with a little bit of drums. Let me get a kick. Like da 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 doom. Shorten it to just the kick. And maybe we can end with an open hi-hat too. You see, because this is a whole... I just have to put an ending here, right? Yeah. Putting ending note there, and let me select all similar clips. Oh no, because some of them are different size. These might be... Oh no, these are all regular size, so it didn't extend it really, so you can just have that. Yeah. I like that ending with just the kick and the hi-hat. Nice. That's very nice. Now I just want to, now we just go and mix it really. So I just now I just want to give everything a mixer track. I'm gonna play it for you guys so you can hear it and like not really talk much. And I'm just gonna go through giving everything a mixer track. And that's gonna take a while. So you can enjoy the BGM or critique it if you like. Let me know if anything jumps out. I might want a little more out of that ending, actually. Let me just add the piano to a mixer track. And let me also lower it because that piano was really low. I think it would be, so we're at 2 plus 12, so we need 10. Yes. Okay, so and let's turn that down because the piano is really loud. Love your DKCT restorations. Thank you. Welcome. Thanks. Well, pretty insane yesterday. Oh yeah. Get well soon, man. Alrighty, so what was I doing? I forgot. Let's see. Oh yeah, I wanted to make the ending better. So I think I need more. I think I need more of an ending than just that because it ends pretty suddenly. So yeah, this thing going crazy. Actually, I think that's okay. I think that's okay for an ending, you know, it doesn't really need to be anything fancy. Yeah, it just felt like it ended super suddenly, but that's cool. So now I just need to go through and just kind of mix everything. So we're going to start with the kick. I'm going to solo the kick. Let me disarm this Maxer and delete this Edison because we're not really recording anything anymore. I don't need to delete that yet. Let me solo the kick. I don't really think we need to do much to this because it's coming through really well. Well, I do want to boost the bass because it is very, like the bass is kind of lacking. Let me give it a 6 decibel boost on the bass. Yes. But that's also going to bring the volume up, so we need to kind of bring it down. And I always want to try to start with it about 6 dB, so 6 is good. It's right around there, so. And that's really all we need to do. It sounds like it has some kind of a little bit of snapback or chorus or something like that. Maybe I could try putting some chorus on it. Yes. Nice. That's good. I like that. We don't need to do anything else, but let me send it to the drums bus. So now the bass. I want to get a little bit of saturation on that to make it sound like it's going to come in through an amp, you know? And let's set the volume. And I also want to try a little bit of chorus just to make it sound a little more dynamic. Slow chorus so we can take the frequencies down. Yes. Okay, that's good. Let me go to the snare. Ooh, that one needs some work. Let's try to use Le Petit Excite to make it brighter. Yes, we need some snap on that. So Also just want to saturate it just for good measure. And then set the volume compensation. Let me see, I want to make sure. Doesn't sound like it needs any reverb. I do think it's slightly higher pitch though. Let me try going 50 per, like half of a note. Yes. Might actually be a full note. I don't know. Let me try that. Yeah, that works. So anyway, now I really just need to, let me see if it's, and maybe it is half a note. I think that should be good on the snap, right? Like it feels like it has enough high in it. Maybe we need a little bit more highs, but I don't want to overload that. And if we load, we can make it 6 dB, that's fine. Nice. Okay, so now sticks, which only come in at the last part, I think. Those need some brightening up. Yes. Entirely too loud, though. Yes, there we go. And maybe some chorus, too, because it just sounds really flat. Oh, also, I have to send the snare to the drum bus. Let me hear how that sounds, too. Oh, yeah, it's in this channel. Ooh, it does sound like it has a harder hit, too. And I think it's low, it's supposed to be a lower pitch a little bit. Maybe not maybe not that low, though. Maybe half a note. Okay, and yeah, I do definitely feel like it has a big snap on it, so let me try to use an envelope for that. And then let me return the volume because I think it's... we can take the I can keep the volume at 6. It doesn't need to be that loud because it's all in the highs. So it doesn't take that much for it to be heard. But I think some saturation would also help with that, like with that punch. Yes. Put it a little higher than usual. Yes. So I think it kind of gets that snap on. It kind of has that snap that we need. But I want to boost the bass notes because it really needs that boom now. And let me put it before the saturator so the boom, so the lower part can get saturated too. Yes, that boom is what really helps it. Nice. Okay, so that's good. That works for that. Let me just send this to... I wonder if I could get away with putting a little bit of reverb on it. Nah. Also, I feel like maybe the envelope is too much. Yes. And maybe it might be actually the full lower note. Nice, I feel like that works. I think we better put it all the way up. There we go. Nice. Okay, that works for me. Let me put it into the drum bus. And now the claps. I think the claps only have like really 2 hits every once in a while. And so that works. They're pretty bright, so we don't need any exciter. Let's just put a saturation knob on it. Nice. And then maybe some chorus so they're not so flat. Take the 80s out of it. Subtle chorus. Yes. We take the mono out of it anyway. Same for this. Let's put some chorus on it to make it more stereo sounding. Yes. And let's also brighten it up a bit, but not too much because it is a hi-hat with a lot of highs in it. Yes. There we go. That's really all it needs anyway. And I think actually the clap does need it because even though it's really bright, the Petite Excite helps it to feel more like present. Yes, it does. So if I just take the highs down, that works just as well. Okay, so that's good. Oh, we have some reverb on there too. I don't want that reverb. Because it's part of the default. There we go. And that's also why the chorus was so low, had to be so low, because it was washing out that reverb. Now that sounds so much better. And I feel like the flute could actually be louder, and maybe not in the beginning though. I don't know, I just think the flute could probably be louder. And let's give it some chorus for dynamics. Cool. Oh wow, my camera's off. And it's not focusing very well. Out of focus. Here, let me set it manually. Nice. There we go. That's much better. So anyway, this flute. Let's put an exciter on it. And let's raise the highs. Nice. And I do believe we want some reverb on this, so let's add it to the reverb lead bus, and then let's put let's do let me listen to it actually. I don't know if it has dreamy reverb like that. I think it just needs a light reverb, really. Let me use TSAR1R. And let me do, it's just a room, really. Just a room reverb. Yeah, it doesn't need to be much at all. Just 3% is fine. Maybe a little bit more. 6%, that works. We'll see how it sounds in the full mix. And I think this flute, the flute note that they hit is actually it has more of a transient. So let's try to use transpire to accentuate that transient. This is attack. I don't want any attack. Wait a minute. Oh, the attack lets it through. That's right. Wait. Transient control. Yeah, because it goes up. So I want the transient to go up for sure. Yes, that works. I don't know if that's helping much at all. Actually, it's possible that it doesn't recognize the transients, and so it's having trouble kind of bringing them out. So that's fine. We don't really. It's not that big of a deal. This is how the natural flute patch sounds anyway, so I don't want to alter that too much. So what I now want to do is I want to get the harmonica going. Where's my harmonica? And I don't know if I like the vibrato of that so much. Let me try to make it more subtle. And faster. Yes. Okay, so what I want now is a little bit of chorus on this. And maybe some excitement too. Yes. And also maybe a saturator too. Nice. Maybe a little bit louder too. And then in the B section, that sounds like this. Beautiful. Love it. Now let's send this to the lead reverb. Perfect. Now our guitar. See what we can do with that. I want to EQ this one because it has a little bit of an annoying frequency in there. And I want to bring out that buzz in the top. And we don't need as much of the, we don't need as much lows, I guess. But now we can also saturate it, because it is a distortion patch. Yes. And excite it. Nice. And let's send this to accompaniment reverb. Let's give it another subtle reverb. Actually, think we need that reduction in the bass either. Or that much of a high in the highs. Nice. So now let's do our organ. Now this we need to do some work to. So let's give it, first of all, a let's give it an EQ. Well, no, we can EQ the end result. And let's give it a low pass too. Let's attenuate the lows anyway. Nice, that's much better already. Hi, Jamin, do you restore Battletoads music in the future? No, I'd have not planning on that, but I'm only doing restorations by commission at this time, so it would have to be a commission-based thing. Cool, so now I can kind of do, I don't need to put it up that much, because I'm going to put an exciter on it too. So now I can put the exciter, and let me turn it up to 2. Yes. And let me also do a saturator, because it is pretty distorted. It's a drive, it's an overdriven organ patch. And let me... I think we can just raise the volume, really. Yes. Nice. And then... Nice. And in the game, that sounds like, let's see. And it has a really strong transient. Let me see if I have that in mine. It's actually even higher with the highs. Nice. It actually is pretty poppy. Let me see if I can use the attack knob to make it even less. I really think so. It just gives it more of a pop. No, I think that doesn't do anything for it. Now, because the transients are very noticeable here, we can use transpire. So we can do that. Yes. Nice. And I actually think that sounds loud enough. We can reduce it a little bit now. And now the marimba. Wait, I have to send this to accompaniment reverb. I do think a little bit of reverb on this would sound nice. But actually, for an organ, maybe not. Well, it does sound like it has a little bit of reverb on it, actually. Yes. Okay, so now the marimba. Marimba plays all the way through, so that should be easy to find. Okay, now it just needs a saturation. Yes. And an exciter. Yeah, there we go. Brighten it up. Beef it up pretty much. And maybe a little bit of chorus. Just so it doesn't sound as static. And accompaniment reverb. It really doesn't sound like it needs any reverb. Nice. Let me use a saturation knob to beef this up. And I think, did I forget to set the volume for this? Maybe I did, yeah. And let me use an exciter. And this plays in the second verse, so. And I don't want it to be so bright. But I do want to boost the lows a little bit too. Nice. And let me give it a little bit of chorus. Just enough to make it not sound like a honky-tonk piano. Yes. And now I can send it to the lead reverb. Nice. So now with the full thing, now let's hear what it sounds like in the full thing. I think we can reduce the volume in the second part, right? Or the B section. Not this. That's actually not that loud. Let me follow the volume in the verses and stuff. I think we do actually want to boost in volume there in the second section, but this part is actually... Claps are kind of loud. Nice, so let's change that out for a Maximus so we can use a 3-band limiting thing going on. Nice. You don't want to compress the mids too much, because that's the first thing you notice. Now the highs, you don't want to compress too much, but they are pretty loud, so I do want to suppress them a bit. Nice, and it's looking pretty healthy. was thinking it's funny because that last section sounds like it's the loudest, but it doesn't reflect that in the master, and I think that's because there's a lot of like it's mostly the mids jumping, like jumbling up, and because it's kind of overloading the mid compressor. I think our drums could stand to be louder as a whole. Let me try that. Yes. Nice. Let me change the something in the, I want to put a transpire on the hi-hats because I want to make them hit harder. Like they're kind of light. And then they're pretty loud too, so let's turn them down. And the same goes for the claps. I want them to kind of boom a little bit. Let me play them in the claps line. Let me use a transpire on this too. Yeah, I think just bringing up the attack knob works. Nice. Yes. I might could bring up the saturation too. Yeah, because even if you bring it up here, it doesn't give you much distortion. Nice. I also want to kind of get more aggressive on the sticks. And maybe as far as the exciter goes too. Yeah. And let's raise up the... maybe let's tone it down on the compressor. I mean on the saturator. Yes. Beautiful. Nice. Very punchy. Nice. Oh, wow. Now the highs are really too loud. Let me let them up a bit because I don't know, this is like really too high. That was why I felt the sticks were not coming through high enough. We can remove that. I think I just need to let up on the compressor for the high frequencies. And I think the volume on the sticks can come down. And maybe a little bit more highs on the snare. Nice, I like that a lot. If anyone else has any concerns, let me know. I'm gonna play the original a bit and see if anything jumps out. Okay, so let me take down these highs on the guitar. Actually, I think it was the presence that I wanted to. I do think it's a bit concerning how I have like bigger highs than I do middle, so that's not really supposed to happen. Highest thing is supposed to be the middle. Let me try that beginning again. Okay, I think that sounds good. It doesn't need to be always high. Yeah, the levels in this section, like levels actually always match now. Like the highs are not are about the same as the middle in this section, and then everything just gets a bit louder in the B section. Nice. So that's good. I think we'll call that, unless you guys have anything that's jumping out at you. I think this so I'm gonna export this as an MP3. And let me see. Let me put this on the desktop, and the this is a beta version that will be in my Discord. And so I will put this on my Discord under Secret of Mana Restorations, and then everybody who wants to listen to it can. And you can let me know if anything and let me know if anything jumps out at you. But I'm gonna be going off to make the gameplay, to record the footage for the game, and then this will be up on YouTube probably by tonight. We'll see what I can do. Shouldn't be too much, but that game does start getting really difficult at that point in the game. This is where you're like fighting a bunch of weird stuff in the forest, so it gets a bit difficult. But we shall see. I am about to be. I'm going to drop the MP3 in the Discord, and then I'm going to be off to record some footage. So, thank you guys for coming to the stream, and I will see you next time. Jam and Sam out.